Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to do an update video on the Homebase amplifier. So this is going to cover the east and it's going to cover the north side. So let's start off with the east side, alright? So the east side, there's not really much to say about the changes. The only thing I really did is to cut down a little bit of structures on the front here. So the front here, cut down a little bit of structures, so it's a shorter L. And here it's just empty, right, with a flat floor in here. So the flat floor in here is to help with the loud bomb shift. Alright, so it's a flat floor over here, and then they'll just simply loop just like before, launched over here, you know, and it's pretty much like everybody's design nowadays. And then actually I need this here. Now there's one thing I want to say is that you notice I'm missing a wall here. There used to be a wall over here with a wall launcher launching them across. And from my testing, and you can probably disagree with me, but these walls, this wall, these walls, they all actually make the smashers charge. It is really weird. I don't know why, but it seems to be like that. Since I removed the walls, I have not seen them charge. Because I remember in a previous video, I did mention if you put walls too close to your home base, right, they will start charging. They will definitely start charging. Even your amplifier, if you put a wall like right here, they will start charging. So I just removed the wall and it's perfectly fine. So it seems like everything within 3 tiles, right? But that includes down here. So this is actually 3 tiles. 1, 2, right? And then 3 are right there, right? So 1, 2, 3 tiles away. It includes the lower elevation too, which is pretty damn annoying. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. So this tile is no bueno. You can't get away with that one, unfortunately. But you can get away with the one below this. So this is perfectly fine. You can have all this as a block off. That's perfectly fine. Alright. So the number of layers over here is going to be 5 layers, right? Probably overkill, like I mentioned previously. So there's 1 layer outside here, 2 layer, 3 layer, 4 layer, 5 layer. Alright, and then these 3 layers are also acting as additional layering over here. So especially if a spawn is very close, then that could cause some issues. So I just have an additional layer over there just for that. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much the east side. There's not really much to say about it other than try to get rid of those walls, right? If you get rid of those walls, then you should be fine, alright, with this charging. Now let's get on to the north side. Okay, so the north side pretty much is the same kind of idea, but it has some issues here. So before they would actually start attacking this wall, it was actually pretty annoying. Because I was hoping with my previous build that these smashers would actually, when they're down here, they would actually start pathing over here, right? And they would only hit the wall if they're very, very close, right? But it turns out they'll hit the wall anyway, or they actually somehow are very close. So what I decided to do is add more layering over here, right? So before there was only 2 layers, the wall and the floor, and now there is a pyramid inside with a wall outside. So it's actually double the layers. So now it should be much more stable. Okay. And over here, there's actually a little bit of extra layering I did. So this over here is 1 layer. This over here is 2 layers, and then there's 3 layers on the slant, 4 layers inside, 5 layer wall, 6 layer slant, 7 layer over here, 8 layer on this wall, and 9 layers on this wall, right? So if they want to path out in here, right, or if they want to path out in here, then they're going to meet, then they're going to have extra layers that they have to go through, right? So this is pretty much the update. All right, I have a little bit more layers. And yeah, there's a little bit of gas trap over here, so I realized that you can probably put a floating piece over here that walk on it, and then you can just drop down. But to be honest, you don't really need it, per se. You don't really need it, to be honest, but it's there if you want to put it there. All right. I'm just removing it for now just to save some structures, because the home base node rarely gets attacked, and so I don't feel like I really need it. So I just removed it. And they can path down here, and there's pretty much the same as usual. Gas trap, wall launchers here, but I don't have a wooden floor spike here, so you got to be very cautious over here with the wooden floor spikes. So to make sure that the base is really well buffed, right, make sure I put my base in the appropriate spot, I just place it over here. That pretty much buffs all the slows and everywhere around here, right? So these floor launchers get slowed. So this is a 3x impact wall launcher, 3x impact wall launcher, 3x impact wall launcher, 3x impact wall launcher. I can probably get rid of a lot of these wall darts, to be honest, too. Probably don't need them, actually. You know what? I'll get rid of them. I don't need wall darts. All right. If this gets attacked on like wave 26, or maybe I'll put them back in. But I really don't think I need them. All right. So I'm going to remove the wall darts here, and I guess I can keep these for them. Alright, so 3x impact wall launcher, 4x impact floor launcher. So this floor launcher will launch all the way out, passing that point, and then launch them either where I just landed here or landing them over here, right? If a floor launcher is not successful for whatever reason, there's a land bridge over here, and then they'll path down here, drop it down here. Okay? And this floor launcher will also launch them all the way back out, and then this one also launch them back out. This one also launch it back out, and this one launch it back, right? So this should be 3x impact, and this should be 4x impact, just because I want more frequently to launch it out than launch it back here. Okay, so there's 4x impact floor launcher, 4x impact floor launcher, 4x impact floor launcher, 3x impact wall launcher, all right? And then this is a 5x impact floor launcher. So a floor launcher over here is actually able to launch them all the way out, passing this and landing over here, right? It's a very strong floor launcher. But if it's not successful, they might land over here, and they might come back out, and then you're trying to, and hopefully they will get launched again, and this time more successfully, all right? And that's why there's all these launchers over here. So this is pretty much the same kind of looping system, but I'm making a change to make it a little bit more stable, right? Because I really don't want to spend too much structures on this amplifier, but at the same time, I still want it to be pretty good when it comes to wave 26 at the same time. All right. So yeah, and I used to have a little L thing. You can still use that same L thing. I think I changed it to like this for some reason. I don't remember why, but it's not really that important. Just make sure you block it off, right? You can probably even start your block off right over here, right? You should probably start your block off over here, right? And that's probably fine too. I've seen people do that. Right, but I'm more of a type of person that likes to double layer, you know, double bag your groceries. Same idea with their tunnels, double bag your tunnels, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this update video. And I just want to make sure that one thing you get out of this video for sure, 100%, if you're not even using that build or this build, is to make sure you do not place walls too close to your amplifier. That includes this spot, it includes this spot, it includes down here. So it has to be 3 tiles away from your amp. So if your amp if this is tile 0, this is tile 0, this is tile 1, tile 2, and then tile 3, which includes this over here. So you can't place any walls over here, right? Make sure you don't place walls over there. Okay. So, alright, so thank you again for watching this video, and I hope you learned or taken something from it, and have fun building, alright?